Johnny, yeah, shalom, shalom. What it do, what it do. And so, y'all, I just want to be able to bring this knowledge forth in a light where, hey, I want, and I want to be able to acknowledge what influences the mind to act out behaviors. You know, why do we engage in certain behaviors? Come on now. These ain't questions to me. Put them in the chat, family. What influences the mind to act out behaviors? Why do we even engage in certain behaviors? I'm trying to figure it out with y'all, family. We like I said, this is not me teaching. This is me learning. And in order to see who I'm communicating with, that plays a big role on our minds and how we believe and what we behave like, and then what we become. Because if we surround ourselves with a bunch of people who believe in the same thing, think of how we behave, and then think about what we're going to build to become. So check it out. If I surround myself with a bunch of people who don't believe in the Most High, right, and they over here trying to teach children, how are they going to make these children behave? What are they going to make these children become? Justice Burns said the environment would influence the minds to act out behavior. Okay. Stiff neck. Hey, why do we engage in certain behaviors? Stiff neck is the reason. Justice Burns came through. What it do? Juan said social media, family upbringing. Hey, these are all things that definitely influence our mind to act out behaviors. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot more. And so, in order for us to even acknowledge what's going on in our own behaviors, we must first acknowledge what influences our behaviors. Hey, the ego. Woo! Hey, that's a big one. That's a big one, 88. To say that ego is one of those big main influencers over how certain individuals behave, especially now. And just because you have a certain status or you have a certain socialized media that has a verified check, why should that influence how you behave? And is that engagement, is it going to be positive? You know? So I just wanted to bring this topic to the YouTube streams because I really don't see too many individuals talking about it, and especially correlating it to the Most High. Because when we acknowledge, hey, as a man thinketh, so is he. Hold on. I gotta know what you thinking first before I even try to communicate with you. So what I'm gonna do first is look at how you behave. You look at somebody behave, you can tell what they're thinking. You look at how somebody thinks, you can tell what they will become. So these are questions. I don't know about y'all, but are we having these conversations daily to say what influenced you to behave and partake in certain behaviors throughout the day? Is anybody sitting down with you and taking note on what you do as soon as you wake up and say, why did you brush your teeth? Why did you eat that food? Why did you go outside? Why did you speak like that to that person? Are we acknowledging why we do certain things and the influence behind it? So this goes into us actually studying ourselves to gain back control of our vessels. Because when we truly identify the tool of the mind as being something that is so powerful that we become transcendent beyond our environment, beyond our family upbringing, beyond what social media contrives us as. How do you think society will behave with us then? Do you think they will be trying to force something on us then? You feel me? Hey, this is a part of self-reflection. How many people actually sit back and look in the mirror and analyze what they look like, what they think like, and have a vision for what they will become? Not too many people can sit in front of a mirror and actually look at themselves. Let's be honest. Most people hate to look at themselves. Most people don't even have a vision of what they want to become. What a disservice to the youth that we can look at them and don't see nothing in them. And then we influence them to become less than what the Most High has purposed them to be. Hey, journaling is a great coping skill to understand ourselves. Most definitely, Juan. Most definitely. Monk made, I'm just hoping on it. Can't wait to pursue these goals. Hey, keep striving, brother. Keep striving. Keep the belief alive, bro. Once you keep the belief alive, and hey, not too many people see the T, man, but to say that I make sure that I got faith and desire all on me, not just in my mind, but how I behave as well. You know, I truly want to become that rose that grew from the concrete because I could see the environment. I could see the cement that's poured on our brothers. I can see the hard times that are put on our sisters. I can see pretty much this spiritual wickedness taking place. I can see the realm that is hovering right above us and the puppeteers that are to make sure that they influence our behaviors to become less than what the Most High has planned us to be. But once you acknowledge that you have full control over this, and you can become anything that you believe, and you truly wake up every day with the plan and action to become, what's going to stop you? Hold on. Who is going to stop you if the Most High is for you? Come on now. We growing though. We growing. I told y'all I got some scripts too. You know, I ain't gonna come through with the psychology of the mind and not be able to open up that Bible and tell y'all where I got my belief, behavior, and what I'm becoming. You know, we in Philippians chapter 2. If there be therefore any consolation in Christ, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels and mercies, fulfill ye my joy that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on things of others. Let this mind be in you, which also is in Christ. Yeshua, Christ, Jesus. All glory, all honor, all praises to the Most High. Thank you so much for the light. Shout out to my brothers. Shout out to His Will is Real. Shout out to Leon and Sir. Shout out to Mark the Messenger. Shout out to Steve V. Shout out to Newbury. Shout out to Rallo. Shout out to Ringo. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to Justice. Shout out to Shayel. Shout out to Shout out to Deliberate. Shout out to 88 Soul. Shout out to everybody who putting in that work. Shout out to Violet Black, man. We be over here putting in that work, man. And to say that the fact that my mind, I'm able to be on one accord with y'all. I'm able to say that my joy is not from myself, but from communicating with y'all. To say that we share some sense of like-mindedness, even to the point where we move on one accord. When you move on one accord with a community of individuals, y'all become one. Y'all move as one body. If y'all minds are connected on one goal and y'all get together to complete a project and y'all operating in a mindset of peace and love and joy, guess how fun that project is gonna be. Guess how peaceful that interaction and communication is going to be. Really, let's identify the role that the mind plays.
What? Yeah. I'm a master, a creator, a designer. Yeah. Okay. I'm a master, a creator, a designer. Yeah. I'm a master, a creator, a designer. Call me.
I'm a master, a creator, a designer. Yeah.
A creator, a designer.
I'm a master, a creator, a designer. Call me genius. I'm a master, a creator, a designer.
Yeah.
What I can see in this life is what I can be, so I'm living it right, you know. Got a list, I'm checking it twice. Willie, I ain't number 3 thrice. Yeah, my soul is eternal. Yeah, my soul is eternal. I ain't moving through the ether, yeah. So connected in the spirit. I'm sowing and I'm reaping.
I'm growing, then I'm teaching. I'm knowing, then I'm seeking.
Yo.
I'm pouring till it's reaching.
Okay. Filling my cup, you know what's up. To the top, we shall rise.
Ain't no surprise,
Thinking the wise, we overtaking. We overtaking. It's the return of the kingdom. Giving God all the glory. Foundation of the history. I'm a master, a creator, a designer. Yeah. You a master, a creator, a designer. Call you genius.
I'm a master,
a designer. Yeah. You a master, a creator, a designer. Call you genius.
I'm a master, a creator.
Shalom, family.
I'm a master, a creator, a designer.
Yeah.
Call me genius. I'm a master, a creator, a designer. Yeah.
You
I'm a master, a creator, a designer.
Call you
genius.
Okay. Yeah. We back here with another one, family. We back here with another one. We live in here. Y'all know what be going on, man. On the side of YouTube, we create content to inspire, to encourage, and to motivate the next to be great.
You know what's up.
Y'all know what's up, man. Cup overflowing over here. And I just had to come through. I just had to hop on, man, because I just had a lot on my spirit. The last couple of weeks, I'm just thankful for the opportunity to continue to grow, to continue to be around the essence of beautiful, like-minded people. You know, I'm thankful for this platform that I do have where I can just come and share my thoughts. So for everybody tuning in, shalom. I see Terrific Tarsha in the building. What it do? Salute to you. Hey, we're gonna get there. We gonna get there. Drew Mills, what it do? Shalom, fam. Shalom, fam. Peace and blessings, everybody, man. Move in silence. Peace, peace. Hey, y'all see the topic at hand. They control what you think, what you say, and what you do. Who is they? And what is control? I had to play that snippet of the video that y'all seen before. That was from a series I'm working on called what was that? Psychology of Behavior. So just know, family, we are definitely in a time, in a day and age where information is at our fingertips. Knowledge, intelligence, someone being a genius. Do you know that the people who control and influence aren't always the people who have the most money? Matter of fact, it's never the people that have the most money. Once you really think about it, money doesn't really control anything. So how do they truly control us? What is it that people think? How do they have us speaking towards one another? What are people actually doing right now? And what is the influence behind that? I'd say that it's something greater in the works. It's something bigger than what we can see. Knowing that, yeah, there are certain people that are controlled. Especially looking out here on these YouTube platforms, I can see the control mechanism being put in place as certain brothers are silenced. Certain brothers' platforms, they cap them. They control what they say by promoting a brother who says things that may be pleasing versus someone who speaks the truth. Someone who tells it how it is. We living in a day and time right now where people don't want to be told what exactly something is because it's gonna hurt some feelings. We living in a point in time right now. You can't even tell a little boy that he a boy gonna grow up into a man because it's gonna hurt somebody's feelings or what someone thinks. So you can't even say that. My bad, y'all. I be getting passionate, especially when I be bringing out some stuff like this that just be on my heart, man, because now we're getting into a point in time where who's really in control? The people in control aren't even in control anymore. Or fake control. So that we as people must do. I'm solution based over here. I want to be able to come together to communicate, to figure out ways that we can break free from this constraint, break free from this societal bind of, how can I say, for lack of better words, it's insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, expecting a different result. You want to know what's funny? In order to really heal somebody, in order to really say that you are a healer, in order to really gain back some sense of strength in your body, disease has to be dissipated. Many people want to get rid of disease in their mind because that disease controls them. It controls how they think. It controls what they say. It controls what they do. When you have a disease that's in your mind, guess what your mind is going to be focused on? That disease. Guess whenever you speak to someone, what are you going to be talking about? Oh, it's only going to be what you think as far as what's going on in your body and the disease that it's doing to you. And then how do you think that's going to correlate to what you do? How do you behave? Do you think you're going to be moving in peace? Or is that disease in your mind be controlling your body, your vessel, your spirit, your soul, the way you interact with environment, your growth? Why fit in when we were made to be extraordinary? When we were made to be outstanding? They try to control us all the time by put us in a box. They try to control how we think, what life should be. They try to control what we say, how we speak towards one another. And then look at it. What are we out here doing? Do people like consider the fact of wanting to help people that look like them? Wouldn't you think the whole sense of being human, and I don't even like to use that word anymore, because at this point in time, you can manipulate what a human is. Let's just say, for my people who are in spirit with me, my brothers and sisters, children of the Most High. What are your influences in this day and age? Real talk, real talk. Marcus Hussey, I see you in the building. Shalom, family. Peace and blessings, man. Appreciate you tuning in. So, what sparked me to even have this conversation is I just want to know what's up. How many people are underneath this control state? How many people literally can't think for themselves? How many people literally are constrained on what they say? Do you know how many people are limited just because their belief on what they can do in this life? You're under control. By what? I don't know. It's whatever you gave yourself over to. But to say over here on this channel, man, we inspire, we encourage, and we motivate everyone to be extra than the ordinary. To be able to use your platform to speak out for what you want. To be able to have your own mind that you can think. To be able to say the things that are on your heart and your spirit without having the fear of being canceled. To behave in a way that resembles nothing but greatness. And so that really, it turns on itself, because you don't really see people who exemplify greatness being promoted. And that goes into a higher realm of controlling society, where you have people who are now easily programmed just by following after whatever they see, whatever they hear, whatever they are observing other people do. Let's be honest, many people don't know their left from right without someone having to tell it to them. Many people in this life don't even know what they want. They think they just want money. They think they just want a car or a house. They don't even know what to say half the time. You can't even hold a conversation with majority of people because it's just superficial. But when you are able to think outside the box, when you're not controlled by society, you're able to speak with such a affluence that many times is going to scare people, because they know you're not controlled by this program. You're not conformed by society. And many people that do speak out against what's going on, you can see the banishing, the shadow banning, the lack of support, because it's like, oh man, people get uncomfortable when you start rattling them chains, when you start, quote unquote, breaking under from their control. And so y'all already know what I like to do on this channel, man. In order for us to even get a better, bigger comprehension of what we even speaking about, I love to break down these words, just to be able to give a definition, just to go right in. What does control even mean? So when you have control, it is the power to influence or direct people's behavior or the course of events. So when you have money, guess what you can do? You can direct behaviors. You can control a course of an event. You can either grow businesses, you can invest in non-for-profits, you can do and control many different sceneries around and have influence over people if you have money. So if control means influence, and if you can get this influence based off of money, how many people are underneath this influence of just seeing a paper dollar? How many people do you know that really have their own mental state where they're thinking not based on money, where they're literally saying anything not based on someone giving them materials? They're behaving in a way where, hey, it's not always reinforced with people showing them gratitude, with people actually expanding their livelihood. So when we think about control, we really have to consider what influences us. What you think, what you say, and what you do. How many people honestly can say that they have fully 100% influence over their course and action in their day? And not based on any outside stimulus, that they are the ones that control their day, are influence, and have some type of say of what goes on in their events in their life. How many people actually behave in a way where you don't go to an authority to have some sense of reverence? Say, oh, is this something that I should do right? Master, can I do this? Boss, can I do that? How many people live this life knowing that they have control? They have influence over their course and action of what their life is like. All I can do is share with y'all my experience. All I can do is say the mind is a powerful tool indeed. The mind is not something that you want to waste. The power of the tongue, when you speak, you create. And you're going to always be what you have. You're going to always be how you're behaving. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. The way that someone behaves is ultimately what they have. So before someone is even a millionaire, before someone is even a billionaire, before someone is even a trillionaire, before someone is even a quote unquote leader, before they even got that title, how do you think they were behaving? What do you think they were saying? How do you think their mental state was already in a line? Wouldn't you say they had some sort of influence over their events that happened in their life to be able to get that title? How many people are controlled by someone else's words or what someone else thinks about them? Or they look at somebody on a screen and say, hey, I should do that too. Crate challenge. The mandates. How many people are actually going to break free from this society where all they are trying to do is push down our throats their sense of power and authority over whatever it is that we are instructed to do? Me, I ask questions. I don't know about y'all, but I like to know what's going on. And at the end of the day, I like to have influence of what goes on with my persons. I like to know that I am in control. I like to know that the Most High definitely gives me the tools and the resources to be able to be fruitful and multiply. I'm a firm believer. Faith that anything is possible, desire to be extraordinary, dreams do come true. So firm of a believer that, hey, they ain't stopped the message yet. They don't control what I create. They don't control what I think. They don't control what I say. They don't control what I do. How many people can truly say that? And even, you got certain responsibilities, you got time constraints on making sure that in this world, this day and age, you definitely need to be able to take care of yourself as far as having some type of service or being someone who is resourceful so that you can have your dwellings, have something to eat. These are definitely things that influence how you behave, because if you don't have a place to stay or if you don't have anything to eat, it's definitely going to influence you to behave in a way where, hey, who's at peace if they don't have a place to stay? Who's at peace if they ain't got if they ain't got something in their stomach? Tell me one person who's got that spirit under control, where even though we go through times where we understand these material things don't influence the way that we behave. Many people are here unknowing of what purpose of who they are. They're just existing. So with that being said, there are many people who are susceptible to this mind control. You're being fed what to think. You're being fed what to say. You're being fed what to do. As a man, and as someone who has a platform, as someone who has a voice, as someone who has their own mind, you should be able to say, hold on. With all the God-given right, as you, I can speak up for what I want to do with my body. I can speak up for what I want to see in my environment. I can speak up for what I actually really want to say. Why are we in a society now where people can't even say things because it seems as though there are too many tender tender feeling people around here? You have people walking on eggshells when it comes to actually telling them the truth of what this society has created, telling people the truth of how people are behaving, telling people honestly what it is, how it is, and what needs to be done for us to fix this dysfunction. With all these smart devices around, there seems to be a lot of uneducated individuals. The oxymoron, having technology that can literally do everything for us, but then we lack the ability to even think. I guess the devices are doing the thinking for us. I guess the devices are doing the talking for us. And now guess what? People are merging with the devices. So who's really in control? And what is in control? So when you see the whole organization of the medical society, who cares about materials if you can't control your health? Who cares about money if you can't control that you're going to wake up the next day to be able to be productive and functioning in life? Who cares about driving a car if you can't even have a healthy vessel to be able to do so? Hmm. Influence the behaviors. So many hospitals, so many psychologists, so many doctors, so many people that control our health state that as of right now, we seem to be in a crisis of people not being healthy. And what type of sense does that make that we keep on supporting that system that seems to be creating more and more insanity? That's crazy to think that you have hospitals, you have people who are practicing the arts of providing therapeutical services, but nobody's healed. Nobody's free of pain. Nobody's free of PTSD. Nobody's free of all of these thoughts that may be hindering them in controlling their behaviors to be able to just backslide off the earth. What's really in control? Who's really in control? If you keep on going back to something that doesn't work, it's really funny because now we're at a point in time where they're like, okay, we got them. Don't nobody know how to think for themselves anymore. There must be someone at the head that does all the talking to implant the thoughts to be able to now perpetuate what we say. So not that it's just one person talking about the things that don't work. It's multiple people. They all say the same thing now. You literally become robots. Man, you want to know something that's funny? How come health? How come prosperity? How come happiness, joy? How come that never goes viral? When you think about something that goes viral, more than likely it's something that's like bad in society, like a viral disease, a viral infection. How come health hasn't gone viral? Who's in control of the society where you don't see people who are actually prospering in life, where you have administrations put in place where we can heal long lasting, we can control the thoughts behind people to actually move in peace? Why would you need a whole state of doctors to figure out a problem for years on end, and then there's still a problem? Why do you have people that perpetuate wickedness, but then get upset when certain things transpire that isn't positive? Who's really in control? Who is really influencing these certain behaviors? There's a lot of manipulation going on. There's a lot of people who are cunningly controlling the scenes. And I'm gonna just put my educated thought out there saying that they most likely don't even know that they're being used. 9 times out of 10, that's how it is. Pinocchio never thought he was a puppet. He thought he was a real boy. How many of us are gonna stand up and say, hey, I'm a real person? Hold on. I have my own thoughts. No, I'm not saying the same thing that you're saying. And no, I'm not doing the same thing that you're going to do. How many people can actually break free from this society control? And I'm talking all levels: financially, spiritually, emotionally, physically at this point. Because now, mentally, our minds, how many of us are operating in a form of peace? If peace isn't influencing you right now, then hey, I pray for you. If peace isn't the main influencing factor behind what you think and what you say and what you do, I truly pray for you. Because then you got to really consider what is controlling how you operate within this environment, within your society. There's a lot of brothers, a lot of sisters who got platforms. There seems to be an agenda going out right now where, let's say what it is. They want to control what people think. They want to control what people say. They want to ultimately control what people do. The more that you act on a lower frequency, the more that they will promote you. That they will actually funnel more finances into your vision. But it's funny that the people who actually create a healthy environment, the people who make you think, the people who inspire you to speak, inspire you to actually speak up for yourself, inspire you to behave better. These people are sometimes banished. These people are put on the back burner. And who's influencing? Who's the main comptroller behind all of this media mass control slash wickedness slash overall abomination? Who's letting these diseases go viral? Let's keep it real. Why are people with diseases going viral? Diseases of the mind, diseases of what they even say. People are out here functioning in full blown. I'm trying to make sure I'm being aware of people's feelings too, but come on, man. Let's be real. People are being influenced by full blown uneducated, misinformed, special people. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back, man. We ain't never left, man. We ain't never leave. Drew Mills said, hey, I'm going to just say it. These folks soft. We've been watering down, deluding ourselves from generation to generation. Sheesh. You can't even look at people nowadays. And that's how powerful being in the spirit is. You know that the countenance, the way that we even interact with one another. Let's keep it real, man. Tell it how it is. When you look at somebody and you know they ain't right, they gonna feel some type of way. Yeah, they're gonna be bothered by why you looking at me like that. Well, they can hear you. And to say those are the people that they are trying to silence right now because we looking at the other side like, what are you doing? And it's up for us to speak out because many people, as far as the generation coming up, is who I'm really referencing to. They don't know if I'm wrong anymore. It takes for people to give those looks to be like, hold on, you tweaking. You need another fix right now because you're not healthy. Stop taking these fixes and figure out something that works. What is influencing you to keep on going back doing something over and over and over and over and over again that does not work? We here to build, man. Drew Mills said, doesn't go viral because that's where the real wealth is. And when we tap in to what true wealth is, building up one another, having platforms, having businesses, having establishments, having schools, having environments, having communities, having societies that we can control, that we have say, that we can actually speak up and talk towards one another and not be canceled. That we can behave in a certain way and won't be ostracized because we being too stern. And it's just real different out here. But I was just doing some searching on a Safari. I just wanted to bring out some information to y'all and say that we really have to gain back the influence, the power. That money is not power. Money is just a middle ground of how people indirectly or directly control someone's behavior. Real power is influence, not materials, but the influence of how you behave. That's true power. Having control over yourself, control over your thoughts, control over what you say, control over what you do. That is true power. Because if you can control that, you can amass anything. You can create anything. You're a master, a creator, a designer. Yeah. You're a master, a creator, a designer. Call you genius. You control yourself. You are able to influence yourself to be great. That is where the real power is at. That's where the real wealth is at. Family. I did I just searched up the most influential persons in history. One of the funniest things that I seen is don't know none of them say billionaire. Don't none of them say a banker. Don't none of them say investor of a entrepreneur. Don't none of them have to do nothing about money. So once again, what is control? Uh, People who have influence. What do they do to amass that power? Let me go ahead and share it with y'all, man. I was just on the Pedia. Y'all know, man, Wikipedia, man. And I just looked up the top 10 most influential persons in, history, I guess, recorded times, just to see, okay, I wanted to know who's really out here influencing people's behaviors, who's really in control. Number one, y'all see they got Muhammad. He was considered a spiritual and political leader. Isaac Newton, a scientist, over here thinking. Jesus, Yeshua, spiritual leader. Buddha, a spiritual leader. Confucius, a philosopher. Paul the apostle, a Christian apostle. Kai Lun, an inventor of paper. Like, the most influential people in the world are people, men, that thought and controlled themselves to be able to have an impact on their environment. It wasn't about having money, but that's what they want you to think. Oh, I can, and that's a lower spectrum of the scale where they be like, I can control this person with money. I can control what this person says by dangling a car in front of them. I can control what this person says by dangling food in front of them. I can control what this person does. But someone who truly has influence, someone who truly has power, which we need to get back as a people, which we need to get back in our community, which we need to be able to stand up for what is right now. No one on this top 10 list was someone of a banker or someone who was an entrepreneur, someone who created business and was a billionaire. These are all people who use their minds. Explorers, scientists, inventors, philosophers, spiritual leaders. These who they say are the most influential people in the world. So this brings back my question. Who is really in control? The people who have money or the people who think? The people who create? You know? Just want to throw that out to y'all, man. Just want to keep y'all on y'all toes. Y'all already know. On this side of YouTube, we just gonna keep on creating. We gonna keep on growing. We gonna keep on flowing. All praises to the Most High for providing every day. I appreciate everyone who does support the content. Hit the like button. Hit the share, man. We got some more things on the way as far as just building in the real world. Like, yeah, y'all see me on the screen, man. It's so much in the back scenes that I'm working on to get up out of here, get up off these screens, to be able to meet with brothers and sisters in person, to be able to have some type of influence on what our communities look like. Because at the end of the day, man, somebody got to stand up and speak for what's right. Somebody got to stand up and actually walk that talk. And we all have our platforms. We all have our individual purpose. You know, I hope this inspires someone to walk in their individual purpose. I hope this inspires someone to be able to think outside of what society is telling them to do, to be able to speak up and say what's on their heart, to speak up and say what's on their mind, to speak up and say what's on their spirit, to behave where you exemplify greatness, where everything around you grows, where you become one of the most influential people in your societies. Wherever you go, there's a light that shines. Wherever you grow, everything around you grows. Let's keep on rising. Let's keep on shining. And let's keep on speaking up. Let's keep being great. Yeah, no? All right, man. Hey, family. Much love to y'all. I pray everybody who tuned in on the stream got a little bit of edification, man. I know I went on a little rant, man, early in the stream, man. I was over here a little too passionate, man. I got a little too passionate. But hey, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't love it. I wouldn't be doing this if it was something on my heart. So I have to make sure that y'all not only do y'all hear me, but y'all feel me. But we're gonna keep on making sure that we do what it is that we purpose to do, to keep on growing no matter what. Nobody controls our growth. Nobody controls what we can become. We ultimately have that influence over ourselves. You know? So I'm gonna leave y'all on this good vibe right here, family. Show me the way to the Most High. We be creating over here. You know, we got the tunes to match too. So I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. Go ahead and vibe with me on the way out. Yeah, know? Show me the way, show me the way. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir. Show me the way. Yes, sir. Show me the way. Show me. Lord, show me. Show me. Lord, show me. Lord, I thank you for your law, statutes, and commandments. I wake up every day sending forth my praises, empowerment, progress. I'm just here to report we can pass through all the tests. Prayers keep me always blessed. Find your team, achieve your dream. Painting these heavenly scenes. Is life really what it seems? So proceed to creating resources operating. Y'all bring unto me, grant me opportunity. Graces from the anointing, picturing divinely artistry. Thankful that I can see peace, flexing in my new faith, please. My Lord, shepherd of the sheep, give directions faithfully. Show me the way, what I can be, yeah. Lord, show me the way, show me the way. You know? Show me the way, show me the way. What? Yeah. Show me the way, show me the way. Okay. Yeah. Yes, sir. Show me the way. Yes, sir. Show me the way. Show me. Lord, show me. Show me. Lord, show me. Show me the way, give me the key, open the door. What is in store? Faith and desire, fashion galore. Fabrics on tour, the spirit I pour, increasing me more. Then I shall soar up in the sky, keep my head high. Yeah. I'll be alright. Yeah. I'll never stop. Yeah. I'll be the light. Yeah. I'm at the top. Yeah. I'll keep the sight when it's just the night. Yeah. I shine so bright. No. Free in my eyes, dreams coming alive. Blessings in the sky, sowing faith. Must see sides. Where the truth lies. Show me the way. What I can be. Yeah. Show me the way. Yeah. Lord, show me. Show me the way. Show me the way. Show me the way. Show me the way.
I've been out here feeling lost, trying to find a way.
Show me the way, show me the way. Okay.
Yeah.
Show me the way. Show me, Lord, show me, show me, Lord, show me. I'll be alright. I never stop. I'll be the light. I'm at the top. I'll get sight. It turns to night. I shall so bright. Fear in my eyes. Coming alive. Listen. In the skies. Lord, show me. Show me. Lord, show me.
Peace and blessings, my people. Peace and blessings. Until next time, family. Peace. Yeah.
Yeah, they got it, Bobby.
Why about a lie when the truth is free? Illusions creating distorted reality, manifesting heart's desires, faith that anything is possible, probable. With God, I'm unstoppable. Can't deny denial. Life flowing through. Living is a test of subscription, a lifetime trial. Only faith, no fanatics. Pay attention to the antics. Peace over power, panic. Design planned in fashion.